the option to go to art school or the option to do anything else, which just wasn't on the table. It just wasn't discussed. It was, well, what college are you going to? And it was never something that was discussed of, well, you could get an apprenticeship, or you could do this, or you could do that. And I think one thing our school system does really, really well is that it stamps out any conversation about that stuff. At least that's been my experience. Whereas now the whole world is like, oh my God, we need tradespeople and we need them now. And like, the housing crisis is an awful lot down to there's feck all tradesmen.
So is the depression, rise of chronic depression in our society. Because you're pushing people into doing things they're not interested. The advice I'd give to any parent is whatever your kid wants to do, let them do it. Because being passionate about something doesn't detract from that person. It greatly enriches their life. And you can always train to be a bloody doctor or to be an accountant. You can go back and train, but you're only a teenager once. And if you're lucky, you'll get older like me and you'll find forge work and you'll be passionate about it. But I know people that have never got that opportunity and they've done a job for 40 years that they hate and it's affected their life. So just let the kids get off, enjoy themselves. And then if they need to retrain later, do you know what? They can. If George decides he doesn't want to do forge work in 5 years' time, he can go off and train and do whatever he wants. But he's got a wealth of experience there that I'm sure would be a massive bonus in any business or college that he went into, because he's trod that road. And I don't know, I get very annoyed about this, the whole school system, because I think, like you were saying, we need tradespeople, but also there's only so many doctors we need. There's only so many lawyers or accountants we need. And why not just let those jobs be filled by people who actually want to do it? Because there's plenty of people that are passionate about that. Why trap somebody into it? That seems like the maddest thing in the world to do. We were scared when George wanted to come into the forge, don't get me wrong. We worried about it, and we knew what a struggle was, and he didn't want to finish his final year at leaving cert, and there was a lot of discussion around that. But at the end of the day, letting him leave school early and go to college, like George said, I've already been accepted in the college I want to go to, so why am I doing the leaving cert? And we were like, why is he doing the leaving cert? So we let him, and it was the best decision we ever made as parents. Absolutely brilliant. The first week, if we had any doubts, his first week at college, when he came back, we knew we'd made the right decision, because I might be wrong here, George, but it seemed to me that your faith in any sort of education system was totally rejuvenated coming from Hereford.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was a fantastic experience, and it feels like yesterday, but I was only 16 at the time, so it's nearly 3 years ago, and it was quite incredible. I remember going over there, and it was like this completely different world to me, and I was just amazed, because I met loads of people over there, had a great time, made friends over there, other blacksmiths and stuff, and got to know people, and just had a whale of a time.